morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Shalom, shalom. This is the day that the Lord has made. What we going to do? We shall rejoice and be glad in it. We will rejoice because most of the time when we said it's the day and someone will just be mad like for no reason. Sometimes you wake up and you just don't feel like, the day is going like your day, you just be mad. But listen, the Bible says you are to commend your goodness, mercy. You shall commend those goodness to walk after you each and every day. That's mean you have the authority to commend the goodness of God to say, walk after me. So don't just open your door each day to say, okay, now I'm going to work, and you just get out your door all mad. No, you got to commend your day to be good. You got to commend your day. Say, goodness, I want you to go with me. Peace, I want you to go with me. Joy, I want you to go with me. It's like this year, 2024, we have to be very purposeful in what we do. Listen, today I am so happy, so excited to be here with you. I bring you peace. I bring you the joy of God. I mean, like I said, I'm so overjoyed to be here with you. I am glad to be at your home. I want to say thank you to all our fans out there, whether if you're in Tampa or Orlando, Miami. I just want to say thank you for allowing me to come to your home to bring you this show. Today I have a special guest with me. Oh my goodness, you are in for a special treat. So just fasten your seatbelt. We're gonna be with you. But before then, I want you to make sure you like and subscribe and leave some comment and what it is that we are doing that you would like us to do. I mean, that will help us to bring the show even better next time. So again, I want to say hi to my guest. Let's say hello, Mr. D.
Hello, Camie.
Say hello to the guest.
I'm happy to be here, and it's good to be on the show today. And good morning, everybody.
All right, so again, we will be right back. We're gonna take a break, and then we're gonna enter into as to why we're here for a bit. So let me go ahead and take a break. I'll see you right back after the break.
To love is to protect. The ones you love, with whom you laugh every morning, who are there to listen to you and wipe your tears in the most difficult moments, are your companions forever. The reason to live harder every day. Have you thought about how to protect them and protect yourself when one is missing? We know the most important thing is your family's peace of mind. That's why at Assure for Life, we have designed plans to provide you with assistance, guidance, and protection from the loss of a loved one. All it takes is a phone call, and Assure for Life will take care of the funeral expenses and manage the funeral arrangements for you and any of your members, so you and your family can dedicate this time to honor and celebrate the life of your loved one. Over the last 70 years, we have been there for more than 250,000 families in the United States, Latin America, and the Caribbean in the moments they have needed us the most. Our funeral assistance plans can protect up to 7 people, regardless of your relationship, in a safe and affordable way. Our services include funeral services in the coverage areas, transfer of the deceased to a local funeral home, cemetery or crematorium within the United States, transfer of the deceased to the country of origin in the coverage area, airline ticket for the plan holder to attend the service of his or her loved one. Our funeral network allows us to cover every city and country in the coverage area, providing an excellent service. We have thought through every detail because we want to give you the security and peace of mind that you need, protecting your family with a beautiful gesture of love.
All right, so we are back. Today, as I said, we have a special guest. His name is Mr. D. He goes by Mr. D. So he will basically tell you, a little bit about himself, also what his full name. Why does he go about Mr. D? Like me, I go with Camie because of pronunciation situation. So yeah, I love for people to call me Camie because people like to mess up your name, so we don't like that, so we just have it shortened. So Mr. D, why do you have people call you Mr. D? Tell the crowd what going on about you.
Right, thank you. The name is Dieudonné Demosthène, but they call me Mr. D for several reasons. One, the same reason they call me Camie, because people can't say your name. But the second reason most people call me Mr. D because I'm a teacher by trade, I'm a teacher, professor. I teach at the high school level, middle school level, and at the university level. So they call me Mr. D or Professor D. But I prefer Mr. D.
Mr.
That's
D.
what most people know.
So everybody call him Mr. D. So Mr. D, so you said you're a professor. Oh my God, I know you. It's like he's a man that wears a lot of hat, y'all. So we're gonna like really give him the time to tell a bit about himself as far as to, you know, his career. How does he get there? So Mr. D, tell the crowd, how did you get to come from teaching and now you are being, you know, work as in accounting? Tell a little bit about yourself.
All right. So I grew up in Haiti for half of my life, and I've been here for a little while. I remember when I was taking classes at Palm Beach State, I met a wonderful Haitian professor. And I was talking with him and trying to explain to him what I wanted to do, that I wasn't sure what I wanted to go to college for, but then I was just taking classes. He's like, are you good in math? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty decent in math. He says, I think you'll be a great accountant. I believe he was also an accountant, so he's like, so there's a little bit of bias in that, right? He's like, I think you'll be a great accountant. So then I went to school and studied to become an accountant.
So when you go to, so you went to school to study, but I also know that you went to the Army, right?
Yeah.
So how did you go from accounting and how did that all go about for you?
Well, back in 2022, when I, actually 2002, when I graduated high school, I wanted to join the Navy.
So all this is after high school?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right after high school I wanted to join the Navy and become a Navy SEALs. But I had a situation preventing me from joining the Navy. So I put.
Do you guys want to know what the situation is?
No, I'm not going to tell you what the situation is.
We're going to put him in the spot. So tell us about what the situation.
Well, the situation was I found out that the demanding aspect of being in the military and being a Navy SEALs was something that I was not ready to deal with at the time. Right? So I put a pause on that and I go to college. I have an AA degree in business administration from Palm Beach State. Then I transferred to FAU where I get a bachelor in accounting degree. After that, I went to Lynn University. I get a master's in finance. So after I have done that, I opened my own business. And as I was working, I was like, you know what? Let me go back to that dream that I paused 20 years ago and see if I can bring it back to life.
Wow.
And at the same time, I found out that the Navy increased the requirement, the age requirement to be able to join. Wow. I was like, okay, well, maybe all the moons are lining up for me to be able to do that. So I signed up. I joined the U.S. Navy as a Navy Reserve. So technically, I am an active reserve member of the U.S. military. So I go to training once a month, and then in between going to training, I run my business.
Wow. So I mean, I know all these things that you just mentioned that you do. I know they take a lot. So what keeps you motivated to keep going toward those dreams?
Well, a couple of things. One, I like to work. I like to stay busy. I like to keep myself occupied with things that have value to me, things that add value to my life. So these things keep me occupied because I love to do things that make a difference in people's life. I like to be able to talk to people and say and give you some advice or help you with your business or help you with your finances or something personal at a personal level that I know that I'm making a small impact on somebody else's life. That's awesome. What keeps me going.
That's awesome. You know, because people, you know, a lot of people, either because of their family, they, you know, either, you know, grow up in a family that tell them that they will, you know, amount to nothing. And because of that, that drove them to just keep pushing to do more. But as far as for you, is you would say your motivation was just because you love to learn. You know?
I love to learn. I grew up in a family that wasn't rich. They weren't the poorest in the area, but they weren't rich either. But one of the things that they instill in me until this day is the love for learning. with that love for learning, I knew that as long as I keep learning, I'll be all right.
Okay, so now by you now, okay, you're still inactive, in the military. So as far as for being an entrepreneur, because I know now you have your own business, and not only that you have your own business, but you're striving to help other people. So really, what is it within your business? What is it that you bring, for the community to, basically be successful? Like if someone were to call you and says, "Hey, D, what type of service I can get from you?" What would you?
Yes, thank you. Well, the name of the business is JD and Associate Services.
Okay.
It's an accounting firm right here in Palm Beach County that is being in operation for almost 20 years.
Wow.
This July coming up will make the business 20 years since we've been in existence.
Wow.
Right?
So
Some of the services that we offer bookkeeping for businesses, individuals that want to manage their books, because you have to realize that you can't run a business in your head only. You need your head to run the business.
Right.
But the finances of the business have to be on paper, because if you're going to go to a bank asking for a loan, if you're going to introduce yourself to people to invest into your business, they need to see some financials. So I help businesses and individuals put those finances together. Not only we do bookkeeping, we do taxes. We help individual people to file their individual taxes, business taxes, whatever the nature of the business, whether it's an LLC, a corporation, a partnership. I can help you file your taxes for yourself and for your business. Not only at the federal level, at the state level, and at the local level. We also do payroll. Like if you have a business, you want to run your own payroll in the business, I can set you up where our company run the payroll for you, so you don't have to do anything. It's a right glove approach. Or I can train you or your staff to do your own payroll at your own business.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Another aspect of the business that we put a lot of emphasis on is, again, the idea of giving back to our community, helping those individuals that share the aspiration to have non-profits, to have businesses, businesses with a social goal of helping other individuals in the community. So if you're one of those individuals that have the need to have someone help you bring about your dream of being a social entrepreneur, whereas you're offering a product or a service to individuals that are in need that may not be able to afford it, I can help you from beginning to end. My office will consult with you and will tell you everything that you need to do, file all the paperwork so that you can have that determination letter from IRS saying that you are a non-profit organization.
Okay. So say for instance, if someone were to come out of nowhere or have nothing, said, okay, I have this goal or this vision of starting either a church or whatever it might be, so you are able to take this person from the ground and bring them to, how would you, what is it the first thing that you would say, okay, this is what you would need, what would that person need to be where they need to be?
It all start with a dream. You have a dream, I can take your dream and turn it into a reality for you. In other words, I'll consult with you, figure out what is it that you want to do, what is the aspiration, where do you see that business a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. And from that perspective, I can sit with you, we can strategize. One of the things that we love to do in our business is that as a professional, I know what's best for you in terms of starting a business, what's best for you in terms of running a business. But at the end of the day, it's your dream.
Right.
So I'm concerned about, how do you see your dream? What is the aspiration? Are you starting a business just to make money, or are you starting a business because you love helping people? So I need to be able to get that out, or is it both? It could be both. It has to be both. Otherwise, you might not have enough money to help the people that you want to help.
Absolutely.
So, but then I sit with you. We go over everything that you need to know, and I educate you, and then I walk you through step by step on how to go about bringing that dream to reality.
So you would say that if the person said they want to know how to market the business, how would you approach that?
All right. So I'm an accountant. I'm not into marketing. If you need somebody to help you market your business, Director Allen is the person for you.
That's right.
All right?
Yeah, that's a good one right there.
But what I can do, I can bring about the business. I can give you strategy to start, to run, to operate, and to be successful and profitable. But if you need a marketing person, you'll have to hire a marketing person to bring your
Mr.
product or
Allen,
service to market.
Okay.
Exactly, because one of the things that we have to understand in business, we can't do everything.
Everything, that's right.
Okay, you may have a wonderful dream to start a business, but you may not be the person to bring that dream to reality. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
That's
it's okay for you to say, you know what, Camie, I know you are good with what you do. I'm gonna hire you to do that. It doesn't take away from you as the business owner from maintaining control.
Absolutely.
If I need to do marketing, guess who I'm gonna call? I call Director Allen because I'm not a marketer. He is. That's what he does for a living.
And
he knows all the tricks of the trade.
And sometimes that's what we don't understand. We think we have to carry all the hats. Everybody is good in something, and what you need to understand what your strength is and work in your strength, and whoever else that have the capacity to do, just like you said, Mr. Allen is, he's good in marketing, that's what he does, we know, okay, that's not my hat, that's not for me, that's not my strength.
Exactly.
Your strength is in accounting. We have to be able to know this is where my strength is, this is not my strength, and pass the baton to that person, that knows where their strength is. But it's like, I don't know. But let's just keep going. So we will say also too, if someone wants to raise fund, Mr. Allen would be the right person to also do that. So let's say, let's go back to the question that we were asking you. We want to say, with you doing an accounting, say for instance, if someone want to learn something, because I know you have schooling too.
Yes.
Okay, so how about you tell about a little bit about what you do and how you teach different aspect of what you do.
All right. One of the things that I love to do as a teacher is to teach. That is my life's passion. This is one of the things that I love to do the most. Right. So what I did, I realized that there are a lot of young people, who could be adults as well, but people with young mind, people that are willing to learn and want to learn, right? So I realized there are a lot of these people in the community. You have a lot of people coming from Haiti, for instance, that had accounting background,
right.
But then when they come here, they cannot make the transition because it's a totally different system. Whereas from the accounting standpoint, from the language standpoint, so you have all these different things. So what I do, I create JD Technical Institute. So at JD Technical Institute, we teach individual bookkeeping so that if you have a business or you have the aspiration of starting a business, I can teach you the same thing that I will be doing in your business for you. So instead of doing it for you, I teach you on how to do it yourself. And we also teach individuals how to file taxes. I know taxes is something that could be complicated, but guess what? It's as complicated as the person teaching you. So I break it down. I teach you about the laws, about the regulations. I teach you about the techniques of preparing taxes, so that if you are an individual who want to start your own business preparing taxes for compensation, I can help you with that.
Okay, so you would say that your business, let me just ask the question, what type of problem your business truly solve for people in the community?
All right, it depends on the problem. Let's say, for instance, if you have a business, for instance, I'll tell you a little bit of a story, right? When COVID hit, a lot of businesses take a big hit. Some business did not overcome that obstacle. In the Haitian community, we lost a lot of business. We lost a lot of entrepreneurs. And one of the primary reasons why we lost a lot of these businesses is because they were never prepared to deal with something like that, such as COVID. A lot of businesses weren't prepared. A lot of even governments, local government, federal government, state government, countries weren't prepared. But guess what? There were businesses that were prepared. They had an infrastructure in place. Those businesses not only survive, but they thrive.
They thrive, yes.
So one of the things that I bring, or my business bring to other businesses in the community, is to give you resilience, to help you build an infrastructure so that you don't have to be in the business every day for the business to be successful. You should be able to have things in place so that your business will still make money even if you have to be in the hospital for a week.
Wow.
Even if you have to travel for 2 weeks.
Mm.
In fact, I can modernize your business to the point where the business, some of the businesses that I have can run themselves.
Wow.
Right? So these are some of the things. Other problems that I have solved is when it comes to taxes. Like I said earlier, taxes can be complicated. But when you have somebody who study taxation, who study accounting, who study finances, who's authorized to practice taxes before IRS, I make a huge difference, which is what I bring to the community, what I bring to the table.
Okay, yeah, I hear it. So now, if someone were to come to you and says, okay, what is the best way to strategize their finances, how would you, respond to that question?
All right. Finances, just like a lot of other things in life, can sound complicated. And in fact, a lot of people don't even want to talk about finances. In fact, they say that a lot of marriages that fail is because of money. It's not necessarily because of money, but it's the way they handle money. You have to learn to do that. Just like you go to school to be a CNA, you go to school to be a nurse, they train you how to deal with patients, how to take care of people, right?
Right.
We should be trained on how to take care of money. If you're not trained on how to take care of money, you're going to run into problems. Which is one of the reasons why a lot of people who win the lotto end up being broke a couple of years later. The reason for that is because they don't know how to manage money. So one of the things that I will tell people very quickly, whether you're an individual or businesses, have a budget. A budget can be, it's a very simple tool, but it can go a long way. Having a budget will help you prioritize, okay? How much money I'm bringing in? How much money I need to pay for my mortgage? How much money I need to pay for my rent, or my rent, or how much money to pay for my car and things like that. So once you have a budget, you can categorize things, you can prioritize things. That's gonna help you a lot. And then saving. You gotta learn how to save a little bit of money. It doesn't have to be a lot, but you have to learn how to save. If you can prioritize, budget, a little bit of saving, it can help you with your finance big time.
Okay, so we would say also, like if someone says that, okay, I think that's basically what you kind of, define, but say for instance, the person say, well, I need to know how to keep my business and my finance and up to date and make sure to keep it secure. How would you respond, or how would you help someone to keep their finance and their business and data secure?
Yeah, all right, as far as keeping your finances and your data, it is critical that you have a good accounting system, right? Back during COVID time, the government through SBA were giving out a lot of money for grant and for loans, right? A lot of people miss out on that opportunity because they were not keeping their finances in order. They thought that they were doing themselves a service by keeping everything in their head. But when the government say, I want to see your 1120, your tax return, they can't go in your head to find that. Right. When the government say, I want to see your 941, your quarterly return, they can't go in your head to see that. When the government say, hey, I need your profit and loss, they have to be able to produce that, right? So that's why it's important to have a good accounting system. Have an accountant, a bookkeeper, to help you keep track of your revenues, keep track of your expenses. Once you do that, it's going to make a big difference on how you view your money. Another important thing when it comes to that, right? And we're talking about securing your business for the future. If you have a business and you don't have accounting, you don't have financial statements, how do you know how much the business is worth? You have no idea. And the only way for you to know is to have profit and loss, to have balance sheet, to have statement of cash flow, to have statement of return earning, to have full financial reports, so that at any given point you can tell how much the money is worth. The businesses that I work with, on a monthly basis, we can pull a report and see how the business is doing. Is the business being profitable? Is the business not profitable? And if it's not, what adjustment we have to make so that your business can be profitable? Those are the things that I help my business clients to secure.
Okay, so we're going to ask you, what are the 3 most important habits to have as a successful entrepreneur? The 3 most important habits that an entrepreneur must have to keep everything be successful.
Very good. I'll say the first one is discipline. You have to have discipline. Without discipline, you won't know that you have a meeting with a client at 9 o'clock that you have to show up to. Without discipline, people will find you unreliable.
That's right.
So you have to have discipline. The discipline to make decision based on not emotion, but what makes sense for the business. The second thing I will say is to have good work ethics. Work ethics is very important. It means that if you promise a client that you're going to deliver the work that they paid you to do at 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon, you have to have that work ready to be delivered at 5 o'clock on Tuesday afternoon.
That's
If
right.
you tell a client that I'm going to meet with you at your business to go over something, I'm going to do it. If you're a contractor, the person pays you to do a work. You can't take shortcut. You can't cut corners. That's going to cost the clients money later that they could have avoided paying. And
That's a good one.
yeah. And the third thing, to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to enjoy what you do. You have to love what you do.
Right.
You have to put money second, love for what you do first.
And then also love for people too.
Love for people.
Yes,
Love
because
for people.
that's the problem that we always run to. It's like, people can't trust you, because for me, if you do it once, that's it.
You can do it again.
That's right.
Yeah.
I only give you one shot.
I mean, we also have to be forgiving, but
I mean,
as a business person, as an entrepreneur, your reputation is your greatest asset.
Absolutely.
And when people can associate you as being a liar or somebody who can deliver or can deliver on time, guess what? They're gonna take their business to someone
You
else.
better believe it. You better
So
believe
it's
it.
important to have discipline,
Mhm.
good work ethics, love people, and love what you do.
That's right. Love people. That's the number one thing, because that's what the Lord called us to do, right? We have to, because God says, if we don't love ourselves, we cannot love
Can't
people.
love other
So
people,
basically,
that's
we
right.
have to love what we do, love people, and make sure we deliver properly. Because honesty, loyalty is the number one for business. Because if people can't trust you, people can't come to you, and they cannot, because mainly word of mouth goes as well as you passing a flyer and tell somebody about your business. Because if you do good when I come to you, most definitely, what am I gonna do? I'm
You're gonna
also
share it with the other people.
absolutely. So yeah, it's imperative for us to be loyal and be nice and be kind to people when people come to your business. And another question that I want to ask you is that what is your typical day look like as an accountant?
As an accountant. Well, as an accountant, my typical day, I get to my office, I check my email, make sure that I can respond to my client, right? I check my email. If I have anything to respond to, I check my phone, check messages. And then if I have any work that is coming up due, I prioritize. I know that this client, I have to finish this today so that they can have their report, so that they can make business decisions. And then I go about that, and then making phone calls, talking to people. But I spend a lot of times on the computer doing the actual work.
Okay.
Getting the clients' books ready. Like for instance, right now it's tax season. I have to help my clients ready for taxes, right? I have to help all my clients to be ready for taxes. So that means I have to go through their books, do the closing entries, do the adjusting entries, and run the financial statement, go over the financial statements with them, make sure anything that has to be addressed, we address it, so that we can get them ready for taxes and ready to issue financial reports.
So last question I'm gonna ask you: what is your favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur?
My favorite aspect of being an entrepreneur is being able to help people
Okay.
to become entrepreneurs themselves.
Come on.
Right?
You
Because
heard that, people?
I believe, especially within the Haitian community, one of the things that I try to instill to people that come to learn about what I do in my business is that there are enough clients, there are enough customers so that all of our businesses in the community can benefit from. I can't service everybody in the Haitian community.
Right.
I have a small business, right? So I'd like to see other Haitian businesses being successful. But at the same time, I also know that I have a personal responsibility in my business to make sure that I treat people that come through my door with respect, with dignity, with professionalism. Because if I do that, then they're gonna go talk to other people about this Haitian guy that is doing something good in the community, then they're gonna benefit other Haitian business.
Absolutely.
So I love being an entrepreneur, and most importantly, I love helping other people to become entrepreneurs themselves. Whether they're becoming a social entrepreneur through a non-profit, or whether they want to start a church, whether they want to start something to help young people, whether they want to start something to help the homeless people. Regardless of what it is, I'm ready to help and assist them in any way that I can.
So let's say in growth, if you were to summarize everything that you do, every service that you're giving to the community, how would you just give a growth of summarize of what you do in your business, and if people need your service and how to get in touch with you?
Yeah, as I stated earlier, we provide bookkeeping services, we provide tax services, whether it's for individuals or for businesses. We provide payroll services. If you want to start a 501c3 organization, if you want to start a business, I can help you start from beginning all the way until you get all the necessary paperwork for you to do. We have a realtor in the office. We have people that can help you with credit repair, right? And one of the most important things that I like to tell people is that you come to our business for service, you're going to get more than service. You're going to get more than service because I depend on the fees that you're going to pay me. But at the end of the day, what makes me happy is to help you.
Right.
So the business is located in Lake Worth at 6415 Lake Worth Road, now Suite 306, and Green Acres. And the phone number they can reach us is 561-376-0220.
You want to give it again?
561-376-0220. Alright, Miss Camie, I want to thank you for having me on your show, the lovely Camie Show, which is a wonderful show. You're doing something wonderful for the community, bringing businesses to the general public so that they know what we are doing and how we're doing it to help them in the community. So, to show my appreciation, I bring you a little gift. It's not much, but I bring a little gift for you so you can for the show.
Oh my goodness! Look at this.
Check it out.
Oh, thank you. Look at this, y'all. Thank you. Oh, look at this, y'all. Look at. Lovely Camie Show, y'all. I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Mr. D. I really, truly appreciate it. You can't see how excited I am for him to bring these to me. Lovely Camie Show. That's for real. That's the real deal right here, y'all. Thank you. I'm so excited. All right. So, all right, you guys. Thank you for sharing my moment with me. So that was really, really, really nice. So that tells you, for you, that I invited the show. So it's okay to bring me gifts. Me and Mr. Allen as well. So thank you a lot, Mr. D, for doing that. And also we want to say to people that have business out there that you want the community to know about what you do, please don't hesitate to call Mr. Allen Daphnis. His phone number is 561-255-3909, so that you can come to the show, because he have the radio, he have the TV that right now that is going, that's booming, okay, that's out there all over the world. So really truly, if you have a business that you want the community to know, please call Mr. Allen. He is the right person. He is a legend in the community. He's not only working with the Haitian community, he's working with the American community as well, to let people know what they are doing, to bring everything business, everything that you do. He's out there to let the community know about your business. So please call him, 561-255-3909. Again, you already know what to call for a short for life. Who to call is 561-313-5979 for a short for life, for people who wants to have their family covered, because it's important to have your family covered. Please call me, 561-313-5979. Again, it was a pleasure to be with you today. Stay with the peace of God. Shalom, shalom. Do not let anything or anyone take the peace of God away from you. They didn't give it to you. Do not allow them to take it away. I'll see you next time. God bless.